what is your sort of background in with the game of golf?
Golf? So golf specifically, my dad took me and my brother to Play It Again Sports that used to, I think it used to be on Mayfield in Cleveland Heights. And I had like a set of clubs. Actually, I think they'd be really cool now to have. It's like some Ben Hogan, like forged irons is what I learned to play on.
I'm sweating right now.
Yeah, that's like the first club set I ever had. And
How old were you at this time?
oh man, middle school.
Okay.
Yeah, and actual wooden woods, and then whatever driver was in the bag. And there was a public course in the area. I don't think it was in Cleveland Heights. I forget exactly what suburb it's in, but Highlands. And he would drop my brother and I off there. And now I'm convinced he did this just so he could have, like, when we weren't into summer camp or playing baseball or whatever, he had a place that he could just take us and leave us for 5 hours and not have to worry about it. But he would take us there. We'd be there for 5 hours and chip around, play a round of golf. And we probably did that, 5 to 7 times a year. And we did that pretty much all through high school.
Yep. And so what's your relationship like with the game now? Are you are you dating? Are you
Am I dating?
flirting?
Am I flirting?
Are you
I would say
steady?
I've been dating with golf for a long time. I think that it's starting to get more serious. We're thinking about a long-term commitment here. I think golf, now a lot of former players golf. And now that I'm not, getting all of my competitive energy out playing football, that is a real loss that you don't have. And golf is a really, really good avenue that doesn't destroy my brain or knees or ankles to be able to go out and mainly compete with myself, but also compete with other guys out there too. And I think it's something that you get to go around the guys. All these guys you spend a lot of time with playing, friends, whoever, you get to go out and enjoy a round together and compete. And it's something that I think now that I don't have football and basketball would hurt way too much, it's a good place to go. So I think it's getting serious.
Well, you're in Philadelphia, which is a great golf scene.
No doubt.
Are you, in part of this courtship, do you have your eye on any places that you'd like to play your golf?
Play golf? Like join or just play golf?
Yeah.
Join?
Yeah.
See, I don't know. I'm looking at, I don't know, I'm just playing as many courses as I can right now. I wouldn't say sampling right now.
Any courses that you're really in the area you think, but I think this place is special. Aside from Waynesboro, which we
Waynesboro, of course, yes. I think there's a ton of really, really good golf in the Philadelphia area. And I've been fortunate to play a bunch of courses. I don't know that I want to name drop any specific one and then all of a sudden I don't get into one. Good. You know what I mean?
You're doing it. You're
Is that how this happens?
That's how this goes.
Yeah.
Sounds like the Tom Coyne school.
Don't say you like this girl because then that girl, right? Or do I say I like the ugly girl and then the hot girl thinks I'm famous? Playing middle school tricks again.
But it is that experience, especially around. I know what you're talking about because it's, to join some of the clubs in this section. It's like you can't ask, right? You can't pursue,
right?
You have to be approached. But what if you're not approached? And then so it is a game.
I think it's also, I don't know, like I've never belonged to a club before, so I've talked to a couple buddies of mine that do belong to clubs, and you try and figure out, what do Kylie and I want?
That's big,
right?
What do you want in your club?
Like we both have 3 daughters together. Kylie likes. I would love for her to get into golf. We go to Topgolf, and she has great hand-eye coordination, so I think she would love it. But I think she also likes racket sports, so it's like, is the club more golf-oriented? Does it have the whole thing? Is the pool important? We kind of have a pool at our house, but having a pool that a bunch of other people at is kind of cool. So we're figuring all that out.
All right. Well, you have plenty of options in the section, and I'm sure I can't think of a place where they wouldn't be excited to have you. So, yeah.
We'll see.
You're going to be all right.
But you're always welcome here.
Okay, wonderful.
This is a very Philly thing, I think, this conversation.
Yeah.
You know, this courtship that you're talking about.
Yeah, because
it's like Philly and New York. You guys do this, and there's like a game. There's like a subculture
is that
of
not the
like
way it
club
happens?
dating. I don't feel that.
Yeah.
Maybe
Well, you're living in Florida, so
Yeah,
you know you just go play golf.
I throw a
in Florida.
stone and I hit a golf course.
Right.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, there's certain, right, like you got to think, is this a family club? Is this just a golf club? Is this somewhere I'd bring my kids? Is somewhere I'd bring my partner or my wife? You know, so there's that. And then it's a matter of like, okay, how many folks do you know that can help you out to join that club? And, but yeah, I think everyone certainly knows who you are. But it was so cool today to walk around and see people literally thank you for bringing joy to their lives.
Yeah.
Does that feel weird?
It feels weird because, like, what did you want? Of course, I wanted to win these games for me and for you. Like, I don't know. It feels weird because it does feel in some ways like I'm being thanked for my service, like I'm a veteran.
It had that vibe.
Yeah, it's very much that vibe. And it's like, I appreciate you guys saying this, but like, I got a lot out of this as well. Like, this is like something that like really has benefited me greatly. So, yeah, I'm very, I guess, you know, a lot of times a lot of people, you know, I enjoyed the Super Bowl so much. Thank you. I'm like, yes, so did I. You know what I mean? I'm right there with you. Yeah. So.
But that's what sports can do. That's why sports is the best.
Yeah, it brings people together. It's the great unifier. Like I like to say we're in the business of hope in football, right? Mm-hmm. Like it's like, you know, not so much golf, but like football. You know, at the beginning of every season, at least half the teams in the NFL think they're about to win a Super Bowl, right? And most of them, 31 of them are not going to win a Super Bowl, but every year they think they are. And it's just a wonderful thing that brings people together, gives everybody a reason to get together at games, tailgate, you know, something to talk about around the lunchroom. Like it's something that brings an entire city together, and ultimately, you know, for football, it brings an entire country together in some ways.
Yeah.
Which we need a lot of these days.
On the topic of hope, how much hope do you have for your golf game? Do you care? Like, what?
Well, this is why I said golf is not for hope. Golf is.
What do you want out of your golf game? You know, do you care if you ever approach a certain? You know, some people are handicap chasers. Some people are.
I would love to be able to break 80 at some point.
Okay.
I've never done it. I think it's a milestone that is achievable, and I think that having any other, like, I guess having any other goal like higher than that would be unrealistic at this point for me, and goals lower than that, I don't know, would be strong enough. So I feel like 80 is a good number. It's like, hey, I need to get there, and if I can do that, I'll be really happy with how good I am at golf, personally.
Yeah.
I don't think he's far off.
I don't think so either. I think.
Did you guys watch me?
No, I did, but we're looking. You know, there's a. Once you polish that off, you can see.
Yeah.
You see 79 in your future.
Yeah, because
So what are you guys? What's the main thing I should focus on if I do want to break 80?
well, you certainly hit it far.
Yeah.
So even the drives that were offline, knowing this golf course, like where you were on the 16th holes, you know.
The data guys would love where you hit it.
You hit
even
it
if
deep.
It's, yeah.
The data guys, they're fans.
It's long and it's crooked, and you find some really great angles over there.
Great
Right?
angles.
If you're gonna
Absolutely.
Tom told me on the first day at Waynesboro, if you're gonna miss big, you know.
Yeah.
And that's you saw that today.
I play a lot of course holes from other holes.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Good angles.
Yeah.
Good angles.
Discovering
You
new
know?
angles. No, but you certainly have the distance. The athletic ability is pretty clear.
Yes.
And you can see that you're very thoughtful. I mean, in fact, I would encourage you to kind of let more of that athletic quality come through.
Okay.
I can tell you're thinking over the ball, as we all are.
Yeah.
But making sure, being reactive. And like that last shot on 18, you kind of like pumped it a couple times and then boom, hit it.
Yeah.
And it just felt like it sounded awesome and they had a great result.
Yeah.
So being, let yourself be an athlete out there is gonna, since you are one,
it's gonna
help.
Yeah, there's a flow. There's this weird flow thing, and everyone has a different flow in golf, But the process of from when you get behind the ball to over the ball, the guys that make it look effortless, I see, is like it's a flowy. They're always moving. They're never rigid, and
for sure
you can get into this. You get into a rhythm in a golf round that's quite hard to describe and also very hard to control because you could be stuck behind a slow group or with a slow playing partner. But there's this game within the game of trying to find your flow.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And so that's kind of the athleticism piece. But technique-wise, if you see anybody hit a mid-iron and there's ball contact first and then a square divot, and that divot then flies 60 yards into the retention pond in front of the par 3 like you did today, you're
steep.
Like, that guy can break 80.
No.
I'm sorry.
Okay, all right.
Give me a couple months.
I thought you said it was too steep down.
No, it's beautiful.
You're compressing the golf ball.
It's compressed.
Okay,
yeah.
got it.
Compression City.